Good morning. Today is December 8th, 9:25, about 4.5 minutes to go. December 8th, so this is 25x trading where we give you 25 times leverage, no PDT rule, so you get a professional platform, low entry point, advanced charting, and the no PDT is actually one of the most important things. Take a look at the site. You'll get a good idea of what you can do. Like I said, if you're dealing with, $10,000, you can leverage it out to almost $250,000. So, if you're starting out $3,000, you leverage it out to $75,000. So, and there's no PDT rule. You could trade as much or as little as you want. All right. Customizable templates, simulated trading. So this way you can practice your strategies before you go live. So practice as much as you want. Send us an email, and then this way you can have just try the platform. Just try it out, and you'll see what it's all about. You can visualize your growth and get an idea. And we have what our traders are saying. We have several traders. A lot of them work at home. They have their home office. So where are we today? Today is December 6th. Nope. Today is December 8th. Duh. Hello. Getting tired. So today's December 8th. Last Friday we had a nice day. We did 15%, and that puts our running total now a profit of 23.66 on our target to 139. That's our target in 200 days. So we're up year to date, basically since we started trading this account, since 12/17, 78%. It's not bad, less than a month. So we're up about 78%. You do that X enough times, it pays off after a while. And so our target market today is going to be 77.62. Our estimated, that's our estimated. Our true target's about $100. You know what I'm saying? 79.17 is our estimated. We're up about, if we do nothing today, we're up about 13.28 from the start of this to where we should be. So we're running really well right now. We don't get into the negatives where we're even basically is until day 35. So we're ahead of the game, and that's where we want to start. We leverage it out at 25 times. Some people go to 5, 10, 15, 20. You could do as much as you want or as little as you want. Market just took a real nosedive. I don't know why. So let's see what's going to happen today. With about 2 minutes to go. So let's take a look. So here we are. And Amazon just really took a dump right there. Wow. Really. I don't know what happened with Amazon, so let's take a look. Amazon's one we want to look at. SoFi's doing well. That just took a dump. BBAI just took off. Marvell's downgraded. Palantir starting to shoot up. So let's see what happens with Palantir. It shot up. So we're going to be patient today because, like I said, our target goal is about $90, give or take. We don't want to go crazy and give back everything that we did on Friday. This is about building momentum. When you can build the momentum, that's when you're doing well. Let's make sure we set up our share size. Okay, so we're going to go up to 15. We do not want to set up our share size to where we're not paying attention. Okay, and there goes the market right now. So the market's open. Amazon just trailing down real quick. Okay, so we're going to probably hold on for a second. Nvidia just shot up. Let's see what happens. Okay, I'm looking at Amazon right now. Really just took a dump there. And Nvidia, we might have to short Nvidia in a second. Okay, so we're going to actually take a small short in Nvidia. All right, we just took a small short in NVIDIA, so let's see what happens. Let's see if we can get that topping tail going. Amazon still going to the downside. Tesla going to the downside. That was obviously downgraded today. So let's see what happens. We're in NVIDIA right now, and we're going to see. We're going to ride this one out, and we're very patient today. We're not going to go crazy. Most important thing is to stay positive and just let it ride out. All right. We don't want to go into too many things, because then you start spreading out your capital all over the place, and that's not what you want to do. 2 stocks is usually the max that we want to go. Let's see what's happening. Okay. All right, we just did it on the 10 shares into into NVIDIA, and we might start going into a little bit heavier. Let's see if we can catch it. We're not going crazy. Okay, Netflix starting to bounce off the bottom. Okay. We took a long in Amazon right this second, so let's see if it catches that bid. We're into it for 105 shares. Okay. Alright, we made a quick 20 on Amazon, and we're going to get into NVIDIA a little bit more. I think it's going to start taking a little downward spiral there, so let's see if we can catch that downward going. Let's see if it gets back to VWAP. Alright, we're into it for 200 shares. We're waiting for the downward flow on this. Like I said, it really shot up, so let's see if we catch that downward flow, and then we'll make our day and we'll be out. That's all we're trying to do. Okay. Alright, we're into for 650, and we're going to be out of this in a second. Oh man, it bounced up a VWAP. We didn't get out in time, so that was our fault. But we're hoping that this thing starts to still meander down. That was a bad mistake on my part. So let's see if it catches a downward flow. Come on. Totally made a mistake there. Totally. We're short this right now. Let's see if it goes below VWAP. If it does, we'll be perfectly fine. We had the profit, and honestly, I made a mistake. But we're still hoping that this goes on a downward trajectory. If it doesn't, what are you going to do? Come on. Alright, we just need that downward push to break VWAP. It breaks VWAP, it'll be perfectly fine. That's what we're hoping for. But it's being bought up, and that's, that was my mistake. I should have been, sometimes you make mistakes, and that was where I had the profit. It flushed down. I didn't catch it. It was literally a 2-second window of opportunity that I didn't catch. So hopefully this is the beginning of the flush and I don't get burned on this. But I very well could have to stop out of this quick if it hits 185 again. But like I said, we're hoping that this flushes down. We're short on this, so that's our goal, is to go short on this. Let's see if we get that flush right now. This is the most important thing, and it's going to be tight. It's going to be tight. We're taking a loss right now, and if we do take a loss, we'll get out of this quick, because like I said, this is the pivotal candle right now. If it can take that loss right now, if it can flush down, we'll be perfectly fine. So that's what we're hoping for. If it starts to crank back up, then we're going to be in big trouble. If it gets above 185, we're going to have some serious issues. So let's see what happens. We're holding on, and it's getting close, but let's see what happens. It's trying to make that edge towards VWAP. So that's all we need. We just need one more push down into the 30s. We get into the 30s, we'll be perfectly fine, and we'll make our day. So that's what we're hoping for, that this crushes down, gets us into the 30s, and we'll be really sitting pretty. So there was a candle there. There's a lot of indecision going on right now. So let's see what happens. Let's see if we can get this downward candle going. We got green going, and this is where we're going to have a serious issue right now. So listen, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, okay? So we're holding on. Come on, come on. We came close. It's got to drop down now. This is where we need it, all right? This is not a winner in any way, shape, or form. And like I said, if it doesn't do it, we're gonna have to regroup and figure something else out. Simple as that. We're not riding this all the way back up, so we're hoping that this will falter. This will be the last gasp at 185. If it does that, we're great, and it does not look like it's going to do that. So we're going to have to get out of this in a second. Yeah, this is going to be bad. We're still holding on. It did hit VWAP, so it really, we're wanting to break VWAP. We thought it was going to break VWAP, and it didn't. Palantir did. So, like I said, we came very close right now to pulling the trigger to get out. So hopefully this is coming back in, and it is. So let's see if this can make the move down that we need it to do. So if it does, we'll be sitting really good. It broke 185 again. We need this to falter down and really fall below 185. Really get into the 184 range. It gets into the 184 range, we'll be good. So you have a lot of selling going into that. So that's what we're hoping for. We're hoping for that the market starts to turn on us. Like I said, we're going for one on this. So let's see. We need Wow, it's really holding up at that 185 range. Really holding up. So a lot of buying going on, a lot of selling going on. So, okay. We've still held on. Still held on. Okay. We need a flush. Come on. There we go. There we go. Come on. Keep flushing. Keep flushing. Come on. It just can't crack the 80s. Oh my goodness. That's crazy. Come on. We need that flush. Oh baby, it just got bought up again. Oh my God. You gotta be kidding me. Come on. Oh man, this is crazy. We're still there. We're still there. We're waiting for, this is the candle that we need to go red. This is the one right now. This goes red, we'll be perfectly fine. We need it to touch onto VWAP. Come on. This is, get the hell out of here. This is the one that needs to break through VWAP. We have this break the VWAP, we make our day, and we're done. We're one and done, and we call it a day. Simple as that. So it's trying. It broke down. Come on, we need that breakdown to the 184 level. Let's go. It's at the $0.50 right now. Come on, break the $0.50. Break the $0.50. There we go. Come on, keep going. Keep going. You've got to break the $0.50. It's at VWAP right now. If it flushes, we'll be perfectly fine. And there we go. There we go. Okay, come on. It touched VWAP, came back up, but it's trying real hard. Come on. Keep flushing. Keep flushing. Oh, come on. You gotta be kidding me. It just jumped off a VWAP like nobody's business. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Wow. Unbelievable. It just jumped up like there was nobody's business. So let's see if that was just a large spike that came in there. Let's see if it just downgrades. And this is a tremendous topping tail so far. Let's see if it can go all the way back down. That's what we need. Oh boy, that was bad. That was bad. Oh my goodness. Come on. Yeah, this might be a loss today, and I'm perfectly fine with that. You know, I'm not happy about it. I'm not going to be happy about this at all. But, you know, like I said, we were playing VWAP, and the flush came, hit VWAP, bounced off of it tremendously. Oh boy, this was bullshit. Come on. Okay, we're into this for about 15 minutes. Usually my rule of thumb is the longer I'm into something, the worse it is. We all know that, you know what I'm saying? So it had the flush. There was no continuation. I thought we were gonna make a few dollars off this. So let's see if this is just a bounce off of VWAP, or if this is going to be a continuation. If it's a continuation, yeah, we're getting out of this quick. You know what I'm saying? Right now, like I said, I think this is going to falter. I still believe that. It's holding on to 185 by the skin of its teeth. Okay, and let's see if this breaks down below. If it does, great. If it doesn't, then we're fucked. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Jeez. That's the game you play. You know what I'm saying? There's good days and there's bad days. You know, and we take it in stride. We take it in stride. And yeah, this is going to be this is the momentum that we're going at. So let's see. Let's see if it's going to make one more attempt, I think, to a downward pressure, and then it might take off. If it takes off, we're gone, you know. If it breaks below, Jesus Christ. This is fucking unreal. Wow. It's being bought up in a second. Absolutely. So, you know, this tells me that we're going to probably have to get out of this in a second. Sometimes you hit it and you hit it hard and you just get it right, you know, and then sometimes you hit it wrong and it's just wrong, you know. So let's see. I really thought this was going to go below VWAP, so let's see what happens. We're still in it. We're not, you know, I mean, if it gets back into the 50s, I'm probably going to close this trade out at this point, because like I said, it's not doing, I really thought it was going to falter a lot faster, but whatever, you know. It's holding on for dear life. It keeps going to that 185 level. It hasn't flushed down completely. It's putting us back in the game right now. So we've weathered it twice right now. So here it goes back down to VWAP. And if we can get close to below VWAP, this thing will crush down to 184 in a second. If, but it keeps getting bought up from VWAP like there's nobody's business. So let's see if it ran out of steam right now. If it did, and we get into the 60s and the 50s and the 40s, this will be great. But if not, guess what? It's touching VWAP one more time. Let's see if it goes below it. If it goes below it, we'll be fine. All right, there we go. It's hitting the $0.50 again. And there, it just went below VWAP. All right, there we go. There we go. Let's get this below 184. Come on. Oy vey. All right, we're out. We made about 194 today, and I think it's going to go above VWAP again, so I'm not going to keep playing this game. We're looking at Amazon right now. Amazon shot back up. We're up 194, so we did about a 2x today, but this was a brutal 2x. I'm not going to lie. This was an absolute brutal 2x, okay, so far. So, wow. This could have been a shit show and a half. I openly admit that. So this was not a good way to start trading. Well, you know what? We got out of NVIDIA, thank God. It's back at 184.50. So it just reclaimed VWAP again. So let's take a look at what else is going on. Rivian is 17s. I was looking at okay. I think we're going to do a small short on Rivian. That's a piece of junk. Alright, we just went into Rivian for a quick short at 17.55. Nothing great. We're not going in heavy anymore. We got our money. And like I said, right now it looks like NVIDIA will be a short, but we fucked up on that one big time. We made our money, so I'm not going to cry about it one way or the other. You know, you can't look at it and say, oh yeah, you know, I should have been here, I should have been there. We got in too early, you know, we loaded up way too fast, but we made our money. We made 200 today, so we can't cry about it. We didn't fuck up the day, which is really the most important thing. We didn't fuck it up, and that's, you know, that's the most important thing, honestly. Okay. We just put another 30 into Rivian. So it's a small short. It's nothing great. 30 shares. We'd like to get to 200 today, but worst case, we're 2x basically. Let's take a look at our sheet where we should be. So today, it was 107 was a true target, so 214 really would be 2x. But our estimated is $80, so at 116, 160 is our true target, but 214 is our real target where we should be. Thank goodness we didn't lose 3x, so that's the beauty of it. And let's see what happens. Amazon just bouncing right over at VWAP. Very, very dangerous short to have right now. And there it goes. And NVIDIA just dropped down again. You're probably going to see a couple dollars out of that one as well. So we might do another 10 shares on NVIDIA. Well, we're still into Rivian. We just did another 15 shares, so we're into for 45 shares in Rivian. So let's see if this can start to make that downward push. Get us some money back. We went into for 75 shares right now. Not a huge position. We're in at 1764. It's trading at 1767, 68. So we're down a couple dollars. And NVIDIA continues to fall, but I'm not going to touch that again because that was a roller coaster and a half. Okay. If we get $10, $15 out of Rivian, I'll be happy about it. It's at 66. I don't see it holding up. The low of the day is in the 20s, so you could be looking at a $40 sell-off there, $40 winner. Oh, there goes Amazon, and there goes NVIDIA. All right, we're into for 150 now. 150 shares. We did 1x today. We met our goal. We did 2x on the estimated 140. We're a little shy of 2x when it comes to a true goal. So hopefully this one will start to sell off, and there it goes. If it does, great. I'll take $30, $40 on this. Let's see if this can break below 62s and get into the 50s. All right, there we go. We're into this for 300 shares. We're going to start loading it up if it can break below the 60s. If it doesn't, we're just going to get out of this. But I feel like we're going to get a $30, $40 winner out of this easily. And there we go. It's starting to crank down. It's got to break that 60 level right there. That's where it's holding on to right now. So if it can break that 60 level, we'll get a nice little run on this, and that's what we're hoping for. This is the level. This is the level that we need right now. So we're trying. Come on. Come on. You'll see a nice little flush if it gets below that 60 level. You'll get into the 50s, and then we'll get our $40 and call it a day. I mean, truthfully, we should be able to just to collect $10 and say, hey, we're at 200, and that's a beautiful day. So, like I said, that's what we're trying for. It held to 60. We're down to $1.33, so it's not crushing us at this point. So we are right there on the bubble. It's got to break that 60. If it can break the 60, we'll be fine. We're at 1-to-1 right now with this. Okay, we got a strong selling candle right now, but it's being bought back up. The beauty of the candle is that you have to make sure that you go in and you get out at the right time. So here it is. We start to see a lot more selling going into this. There's a lot of hidden sellers there right now. So let's see if they can fill that order and get us below 60. They get us below 60, we're going to go into VWAP. Okay, and if we go into VWAP, we're going to be looking in the 50s. Okay, we're touching on 60 right now, and let's see what happens. It's right there at 59.5. Let's see if it clears it. Let's see if it clears this hurdle. If it clears this hurdle, we'll be fine. It's touching right there in 59.60. It's being bought up. It didn't clear out. Let's see if it clears out now. There's a lot of buyers in that area. We still think it's a short. Okay, come on. We might have to load this up a little bit. Let's see what happens. It's 59 by 60. Okay. Holding that 59.60. That's what it's doing. There we go. There we go. Let's see if we can get us into the 50. Okay, there we go. We got into 50s, 48s, all right, we're out. We made 40 bucks on it like we thought we would. So that actually turned out really well. So we're done. And that's our day today, 235. What was our goal today? So our goal today was $80. So we almost did 3x today. All right. We did on a true target of what our goal is, we did about 214. So we did about 2x on our true goal, 235. So, but 3x on what our estimated goal was supposed to be. Rivian's still below VWAP, but we're done. We're going to call it a day, and that's it for us. You don't want to overstay your welcome. We made our 250, 235, and we'll be back tomorrow to fight another day. Have a great day.